Welcome guitar players that need some accompaniment. Now this might be a chaotic video because the product we're looking at, the SDrum, is extremely complex on a very small surface with a lot of user interface complexities. But I'm very excited to look at it. I played around with it yesterday. I read the manual. It doesn't mean I remember everything. This is a product that when you get it, you need to invest probably a couple of hours to get comfortable with it. You have to read the manual and to really know exactly what are the lights and what the flashies mean. You have to spend time with it. Don't buy this and expect it to do something for you within the first 3 minutes. It's not going to happen. So I looked at the Trio, which was somewhere down here, I think. I looked at the Trio Plus from Digitech quite a while ago, made a massive 1.5 hour video about it, and it's one of the best videos on my channel, the best going, the most clicked video, because people are looking for answers on this product and they find it. Whether or not I can do the same thing with the SDrum, we'll see. Leslie, throw it on the screen so we can look at this damn thing. Okay, you can already see what's going on there. There's a flashy tempo thing, and this is lighting up, but this is lighting up in a different color, and I can even make it light up in different colors. And then this doesn't light up at all. But now there's a click, and then there's a song button. Don't ask me what that does. But if I click on verse, these light up, but on bridge, it clicks and these don't. What is going on? The SDrum, or the SDrum, as I call it, is just a drum module. And I program drums. I take the mouse, I have very high-end drum software on the computer, and I click every single hit, and I'm very, very anal about what I do, and I think like a drummer when I do that. A lot of people have problems quickly getting some drums down to just have some fun, and drums that work with the guitar part. Now, this is a perfect solution because you can actually play the basic elements, kick and snare, with your guitar. So, what I'm going to do is, we're on song number 1 right now. Wait, I hold this in, I guess, and then this is how you change songs. Is it? It should be. Ah, see, now it's flashing. So there are, I don't know how many songs. Are there 3 banks of songs? I think so. Definitely 12, which is a lot. So if I go to song number 1, hey. Yeah, there's something already there. I'll erase that. Now, holding in the stop, this is a little bit like a tutorial, so try to follow me. Holding in stop while it's playing will stop it. When you keep holding it in, it sustains the last symbol. Check this out. As soon as you let go, the symbol is gone. So you have control over that. Now, when it's off, holding it in for an extended period of time erases one part. So you have to wait till this part that you selected flashes. Let's say I want to erase the chorus. Okay? Let's say I'm making that green, which means green, orange, red are how loud they are. So you can say the chorus should be louder than my verse. Then I'm making this red by cycling through it, and I'm making this green. Okay, so I'm selecting the chorus because I want to erase that and write something new there. So I'm holding in the stop till that is flashing red. And now it should be. No, I was on the verse. Kind of difficult to see on the screen there. No, I was on the chorus. I erased it. See, how can I tell? Well, because the verse is programmed, I can see the tempo, but I don't hear a click. If I go to an empty part, it will click telling me the tempo that I have to strum in. So, what if I want to raise everything? Everything. I'm holding it in till all 3 up there are flashing red. Bam. Done. So, and you can see kick and snare are not illuminated. Now, if I hold it in till one part flashes, the one that I selected, that part is erased. If I hold it in till all of them flash, everything is erased. Relatively straightforward. Now we're starting with teaching it the output of my guitar. In this case, this is a Baruman copper top, or Mystic Topaz copper top. Beautiful guitar from Isaac Baruman from Texas. Check out his website. I'm going into the aux right there, but I turned the... that's coming from the amp. So, I'm holding in the strings, and I'm holding the guitar audition button. Now I need 12 kicks, and you can do whatever. You can do the high for the kick or the low for the kick. I'm going to do the low. 12 of them. And now it wants the snare, so I do the high. And technically, I'm done. It works extremely well. How? I don't know. That's magic. It's insane. How is it wired up, you ask? I get a lot of questions on the Trio Plus video. Let's show the right side. So here, I'm going in with my guitar. This is an input for an extra foot switch, which can switch more, I think, differently between parts and stuff. The FS3X, which we don't have. So you can also sync it with loopers, which is an input in the back. So input here with the guitar. And then on the other side, we're going out with the guitar into the amp. So that's just through. If I don't use the line outs, these two, which I'm using right now for the drums will actually go out of the guitar output into your amp, which isn't ideal, but if all you have on stage is an amp, you can do that. These two are left and right drums out, which are right now going into my audio interface. And that's it. Straightforward wiring. So right now, I'm in programming mode, and it's not sending the signal to my guitar amp. It's pretty damn smart. So all I would have to do is pick which part of the song I want to record. So right now we're going to go verse. And if I don't have these illuminated, it's not going to automatically create a part for me. But I want an automatically created part. I want that orange. Let's make them all orange, which is hard for you to see because they're kind of similar from your angle. So I'm starting with the verse. And here I can say, look at this. And of course I can change that later. Let's go over here. I want a 4/4. It's 3/4 and 4/4. Don't start with a 7/8 or whatever. It can't do it. I want it straight or swing. But I'm going to go for straight. Simple, medium, or busy is how many things it adds into the groove, which you can always change. So we're going to go with medium. And we're going to go on a clean drum set. That is fine. So if I hit the button, it simply waits for me to play something. Let's do that. Learn. Stupid. Now that was not what I wanted. So I'm holding it in till all of them flash, bam, and we're going to do the same thing again. Awesome. Now I can play around with how busy I want it, and we're going to go into hats and rides, okay? So you could see with how busy it is, next time it plays it, it makes it more complex. I could switch the swing to straight. Let's look at the hats and rides. When you click that, it goes to 3 different bands. Again, green, amber, and red. Also level of complexity. And then these are different patterns, starting from more simple to more complex. So you can see by going to the different banks, there's oodles of possibilities. It's going to 16th, it's going to all these different things. You can definitely find a pattern that is to your liking. Now, if you push that little button, and I love that all the buttons are illuminated, it goes to rides and then toms, which is kind of ridiculous, but it does. And sounds like so. So far, so good. You can easily dial in the part on the verse right now that you want. You can see that the chorus is red, which means it auto-created a chorus for us because we had that selected when we did the song. So how do we get to it? I just hit the foot switch. And it changes after the pattern is over, obviously. So far, actually relatively straightforward. Let's look at a couple of kits. Yeah, if you think that was it, there's more, because each of those has an alternate sound by hitting the Alt button. Now it recognizes the tempo that you play in, and the tempo is obviously saved, and you can see that up there. You can change that, obviously, with the tempo of the thing, and I haven't quite understood it fully. You can change to a different tempo by holding in the tempo thing, or save the tempo by holding in the tempo thing, something like that. You can also turn the metronome on by holding... No, you can't. On an empty track, that's something like this. So let's change the tempo. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I changed the tempo and then could save it to the middle position by holding it in. But the tempo button is also a tap button. Get this shit. And it's saved. Now we can see that we have a verse and a chorus, but we have no bridge. Well, in the bridge, I want a different part. Because right now in the verse and the chorus, we have the same kind of drum part. So let's go and record something else in the bridge, which of course should be the same tempo as all the other parts. So when I hit bridge, it knows that, it gives me the tempo of the song. I'm doing a halftime thing. What if you want to go verse, chorus, bridge? I haven't tried that, but you're supposed to hit the stomp beat twice. Let's try this. And one last thing, it auto-generated the chorus based on the verse. Well, I don't like this anymore. I want to do boom boom ba boom 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 ba boom 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 ba boom 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 ba boom 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 ba boom. You know? So I'm going to select chorus, hold it in till it flashes. Bam, chorus is now empty. I don't want it that loud. I want it orange. And you can tell that it's empty because it's doing the clicking. So all I gotta do is And yes, different parts of the songs can have different drum kits. I kind of think we covered it. So we have a song now, we have a tempo, which, you can change and save by holding it in. So technically, if I hit song, it's on song 1. If I go to 2, it's empty. I hit song again. Now, how do I... No. Yes, it selected it. Let's check it. Song is empty. Song is not green, meaning song is empty. You can see I'm on song 2. There is something on song 1. Let's do it clearer. Let's go to song 4 and hit song. It is empty. I don't want the chorus auto-generated. I want the verse. Let's do a simple swing with brushes. Let's go totally different direction. Okay. Let's do that. So I just saved the new tempo, which I tapped in. I have a verse. I have a chorus with rides. I have a bridge with, in this case, not toms, but more. Each kit has its own kind of 3 different variations, but more of a tambourine thing. And all of a sudden, I have a cool jazz accompaniment. Let's see. And this is something you can actually build in, a minute? You could do this if you're like an entertainer, you're playing in bars, clubs, whatever, by yourself. This is your drums, and you can literally build this in minutes, or just go there and have 12 songs already prepared. But you can actually react to something people throw at you on the fly. So here we go. I was confused on what part I was on. So that works. If I click on song, it should show us, yes, let's see. It shows song number 1 and song number 4 are full. How do I erase a song? You know what? I have no idea. Holding this in. and song number 4 is gone. That's how that works. Actually, I read the manual yesterday, and I seem to have remembered everything. So that means it's rather intuitive. The last thing is, we're going to go here, song number 3. I can also, instead of doing... I don't know how it does that. Power. I can just do this. Learn it. And that's how easy that is. It's literally a way to create quick ideas, to get creative juices flowing, to work on song ideas, to accompany yourself. If you're an acoustic player, if you play in a bar, club, whatever, and you just, you're an entertainer, you're a songwriter, you don't have the big computer, and you know what, sometimes even if I have that, it's a pain in the ass, turning the computer on, turning Cubase on, or your DAW, dragging in drum samples, which are not exactly what you need for the guitar part you're playing, dragging in, my software for drums is more than the pedal, the pedal. And my software for drums is, I have 3 or 4 different ones altogether. I think there's almost 10 grand in samples and all that stuff. Yeah, it's going to sound fantastic, and I have complete control. But learning it is ridiculous. I've been doing that for 30 years now. If you quickly need something to be creative, you want to try out a song, you want to bring a song idea to the rehearsal, it saves it. There's a USB thing. I don't know what that's for, but you figure it out. Maybe there's even MIDI files you can drag off. I have no idea. I didn't read that far. So you can bring this to rehearsal, plug it into your guitar amp. I said it also plugs in directly to your guitar amp, and then it comes out of your guitar speaker, set it to clean, and all of a sudden you're talking to the drummer and saying, look, this is my idea. And the drummer has a rough idea of what you want, instead of you going, much better. This thing right now is $150. Even if it was $250, I think it's still worth it. There are a lot of boxes that do pre-programmed drum things. Dr. Beat, something, drum beat, and there's a couple of them. This gives me the feeling that I'm in control. That I'm in absolute, complete, and utter control of what I'm doing, because I do... You could even play this, if you have like an a cappella performance or someone else is playing acoustic, and you can literally do. And so on. Price, no problem. Build quality, it's Digitech. Hell yeah. Usability, learning curve, 2 hours. And then you got it. Read the manual. It's online. Size, great. Works with 9 volt. Needs 500 milliamps. Great. I have zero gripe about this thing. Okay, it can't do odd times. You know what? You're asking too much. Okay? A lot of bang for the buck. What else do you want? I'm putting a link below. Please use that. That helps me. I want to thank Digitech and Musikmeier, the German distributor for Digitech, for commissioning this video. This has been paid for. But you saw what it can do. I can't make this up. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you don't believe me, don't believe me. I think it's a great product. And please support me on Patreon. Please go to Instagram. That really helps me. And also Facebook. The more numbers there are, the happier companies are. Check out my podcast, which I have with Dave and Michiel, which is called HP42, the letters HP42, Animals at the End. You can find that on Podbean. You can find that on Apple in podcasts and whatever. Podcasts everywhere. And we talk about guitars and stuff and maybe even this thing and similar things and musicians and stuff. Guitar talk. So if you're in the car, you can't watch me, which I'm sorry, doesn't always work. Check out the podcast. Thank you, Leslie, for switching. And we're going to now say Animals at the End.